Hey Franco, it kind of felt like a tough day to a tough weekend really. Just sum up how difficult it was to really generate any pace out the car today.
No, just really poor. I think in general we couldn't really find the pace or the grip out there. Really struggled to find a good balance, and the day was really high for us. The race was very difficult with the rears. It was not in a good place. We really struggled for balance through the corner, and just putting a lot of energy in the tires and a lot of energy in the rears. The pace kind of dropped quite aggressively from one lap to another, and quite a big cliff. So yeah, just I think need to understand a bit more what happened today, but yeah, need to come back stronger in Silverstone.
You obviously had a really good run up until this race. Do you think it's maybe just the setup of the weekend to start with kind of left you down the wrong path?
Hopefully it's just a weekend that, you know, it was really hot as well. Track them. FP2 we were a bit stronger than today. And then we were in a much worse place today. I think track them today was kind of 10 degrees up, and maybe it shows a bit of a trend that we struggle more with the heat, and yeah, generally just didn't have any grip. The car was quite disconnected today. After 3-4 laps we were nowhere, so I need to understand the issues. The start was a disaster. I lost boost at the start. I got overtaken by everyone in T1. Then I was quicker than some cars, but at some point you get stuck and you overheat the tires, and then it was really tricky. I think just couldn't really find our way to it.
Bueno, posición número 15, pero todo empezó en la largada. Mencionaste que te quedaste sin potencia. Botas, no creo si te tocó o qué pasó, algo.
No me tocó nadie. Me
bueno, me había escuchado
como un...
ahí, cuando mencionaste que no tenías potencia.
Me quedé parado, largué, me quedé sin potencia y me empezaron a pasar. Como que se recuperó un poco y después salí de la 1 y se quedó de vuelta. No tenía nada y me empezaron a pasar todos, quedó 22. Así que no sé qué pasó, nos quedamos sin boost. Hay que entender el porqué, creo que fue un fin de difícil con el motor y con la parte eléctrica que costó un poco más que otros fines de semana. Así que hay que entender el porqué, porque otra largada que siempre es nuestra fuerte y siempre largamos bien, y hoy reaccioné bien, tuve como buenos primeros 2-3 metros y después se quedó parado el auto. Así que nada. Entender un poco qué pasa con esas largadas que nos salen ahora acá en Austria y a estar mejor en Silverstone. Igualmente fue un día muy malo, creo que nada, sin ningún tipo de ritmo, muy lento, patinando mucho. Me quedé ahí atrás de los Williams al principio, era muy difícil pasar con el mismo motor, teníamos el mismo deployment que ellos y era muy difícil. Después con las gomas un poco mejor los pudimos hacer más fácil, pero igual una carrera larga y dura. La goma de atrás no aguantaban, fue pésimo el grip que tenía atrás y no, hay que entender la razón y estar mejor en Silverstone. Como que se recuperó un poco y después salí de la 1 y se quedó de vuelta. No tenía nada y me empezaron a pasar todos, quedó 22.
Todo empezó en la largada. Mencionaste que te quedaste sin potencia. Botas, no creo si te tocó o qué pasó, algo.
No me tocó nadie. Me empezaron a pasar todos como un...
ahí, cuando mencionaste que no tenías potencia.
Me quedé parado, largué, me quedé sin potencia y me empezaron a pasar. Como que se recuperó un poco y después salí de la 1 y se quedó de vuelta. No tenía nada y me empezaron a pasar todos, quedó 22. Así que no sé qué pasó, nos quedamos sin boost. Hay que entender el porqué, creo que fue un fin de difícil con el motor y con la parte eléctrica que costó un poco más que otros fines de semana. Así que hay que entender el porqué, porque otra largada que siempre es nuestra fuerte y siempre largamos bien, y hoy reaccioné bien, tuve como buenos primeros 2-3 metros y después se quedó parado el auto. Así que nada.
All right. Long afternoon here in Austria was a tough race for us as a team. I think we couldn't really maximize the weekend, but just had a lot of issues during the race. The car was difficult to drive, not well balanced. We really struggled for rear grip. The track was really hot. I think didn't really help us, but just really struggled to put the tires in a good window and keep them there. Had a problem with the boost at the start, dropped back to P last. I was stopped on the grid, another flap 1 with no power. So we need to understand a few things and come back stronger in our home race in Silverstone. So I think looking forward to that week. Of course, going to be back in the factory in Enstone to try and work and understand a bit what happened here and try to be much stronger in Silverstone. See you all there.
So one of the drivers that's been a victim of that Red Bull program, Pierre Gasly, he qualified just outside the top 10, 4/100ths from knocking Verstappen out in Q2 there, but he's been on such a strong points finishing run, hasn't he?
He does. I think that, as we spoke, I think the Alpine in the races is a better car. They do a very good job, and he's got more knowledge. I think that's the same reason why Liam is doing such a good job as well in the races. Lindblad, as a rookie, is doing an amazing job. but Lawson as well. So it's not, I mean, at some, people in Red Bull change. The person in charge of the junior program change. Is it still as cutthroat? We don't know. Are they going with a more traditional approach and keep building? I think, you know, Nicholas did a really good job this morning, won the F2 race. The question is, if Max would stay in Red Bull, is there an opening? I'm not so sure. I think if Max would move on, then everything shuffles up.
Going to the other side of the Alpine garage with Colapinto, down in P16, bunch of upgrades for Alpine, not really delivering the way they were hoping. How frustrating is that for a driver?
It is frustrating for him. There have been a couple of times this year, though, where Franco's not been on the same specification as Pierre. So first thing I'm going to do on my grid walk in a few minutes' time is going to have a good old poke around both front wings, because I know there's a new front wing that's come this weekend, and I'm going to be interested to see who has run it. But yeah, I mean, Colapinto is suffering a little bit from the brilliant job that Gasly's doing in that car, especially actually on qualifying day.
And that's a great point. Is Colapinto feeling the pressure of keeping that ride with how well Gasly's performing?
I'm not so sure, because the last few races he's done a really good job as well. I think both of the Alpine cars have done a good job. Franco's been pretty solid as well. So you're going to have weekends like this. You can't, you know, for us that we commentate, it's very easy to say, oh, it's a little off. There's just weekends when you show up and it doesn't matter what you put in the car, you just don't find it. And it's hard. But, you know, we haven't raced yet. So we need to see how we race. And maybe, you know, whatever is missing in qualifying, it's a bonus on the race.
Yeah, Sunday's what matters at the end of the day, isn't it?
Oh, Pierre, you didn't quite have the pace I thought you were going to have on race day today. Was that as much of a surprise to you?
Yes, I woke up very excited, very positive. I mean, Sunday's been pretty much pretty good for us so far this year, and usually a step better than Saturdays. And today's been the complete opposite. I mean, we were not competitive enough to fight with the V car, even with the Audis. Lost power at the start on the first lap in the straight, so we lost 2 positions in the straights, and then after that we had no pace to recover. A lot of degradation, which was usually our strength so far this year. So very difficult balance. A lot of things unusual. So yeah, quite a lot of work out of next weekend.
Have you kind of got any early inklings as to why it's maybe been tricky? I know this is a very specific track. Obviously, it's been exceptionally hot.
I mean,
but
it was very clear in what's missing on the car at the moment and which areas and what the car is doing. Like in terms of feedback, I know exactly what I miss. Now, why is the car doing that? Is the $1 million question. So hopefully we'll find a few things to improve it for next week. Hey guys, Sunday night here in Austria. Unfortunately, it was a very tough day for us today. We've struggled a lot with the pace, with the degradation, and could only finish 13th. So yeah, quite a lot of things to review. It was very hard to drive. We tried everything we could out there, but unfortunately we're just lacking pace and yeah, lacking a lot of rear grip, running through the tires very quickly, and it was very tricky. So a lot of work ahead of us. I'll be in the simulator on Wednesday, try to understand a bit more about this new package we have on the car, and yeah, I mean, we're obviously all disappointed about this weekend, and obviously want to be back in the top 10 in Silverstone. So we'll do everything we can. Workout is going to come quickly, but yeah, we need more performance next weekend, and we'll try our best. So thanks a lot, and yeah, I'll see you all in a few days.